right, everyone, tighten your seatbelts, adjust your headsets, and listen carefully, because what you're about to witness isn't a car review, it's a deep briefing. What you're about to see isn't a vehicle, it's a classified hyperweapon deployed onto civilian roads by mistake. And today, we're dissecting the 2026 Ferrari F80, the most militarized, most hostile, most combat-ready hypercar Ferrari has ever unleashed. Look at it closely and you'll feel it before you understand it. The F80 doesn't introduce itself, it stares at you with the cold, unblinking confidence of a villain who already knows he's won. That front end looks less like a car and more like the armored skull of some futuristic beast. The headlights don't shine, they interrogate. The body isn't sculpted by wind tunnels, it's carved by weapons designers. Every sharp line, every violent curve, every air channel feels like it was cut by a blade instead of drawn by a pen. This machine doesn't hide its intent. It broadcasts it with terrifying clarity. I am not here to participate, I am here to dominate. And even while parked, the F80 radiates a pressure in the air, a warning, a presence, the unmistakable aura of something you shouldn't stand too close to. Some cars look beautiful. This one looks dangerous, and your instincts know it. But the darkness inside this machine is not in the way it looks. It's in the way it breathes. Under that armored shell lies a hybrid twin-turbo V8 fused with electric aggression, a powertrain that doesn't produce horsepower, it produces firepower. 1,200 horses doesn't describe its strength, it describes its destruction level. 0 to 60 happens in under 2 seconds, but it doesn't feel like acceleration, it feels like deployment. Like someone fired you out of a railgun aimed directly at the horizon. And Ferrari refuses to reveal the top speed, which tells you everything. Because machines that respect their limits publish numbers. Machines that break their limits whisper rumors. Insiders say it breaches 300 miles per hour, possibly more. At that point, you're not driving anymore. You're breaking air resistance. You're slicing through the atmosphere with the force of a missile disguised as a hypercar. The world doesn't behave normally at those speeds. Air becomes a wall. Gravity becomes inconsistent, and even your heartbeat becomes competition for the violence happening under the hood. But the real monster hiding inside the F80 isn't the engine, it's the intelligence. The active aero system isn't just a wing that moves, it's a shape-shifting war mechanism. The car adjusts its entire body, downforce, wing angle, drag resistance, airflow vectors, thousands of times per second, the same way fighter jets alter their flaps mid-dogfight. The F80 is constantly analyzing, predicting, reacting, fighting the air around it like the battlefield changes every millisecond. This isn't stability control, this is survival management, a creature altering its muscles and bones to keep its prey in sight. At high speed, you're not driving the F80, it's deciding whether you're worthy of keeping up. Open the door and the atmosphere changes instantly. The interior doesn't welcome you, it judges you. Cold carbon fiber everywhere, aggressive angles, screens that look like classified combat readouts, a steering wheel more similar to a fighter jet trigger panel than a car's controls. No luxury, no softness, nothing meant to comfort, everything meant to control. You don't sit in the F80, you strap yourself inside like a pilot entering a war machine, and then you push the start button. The sound you hear is not a roar. It's a warning, a deep, snarling growl mixed with an electric shriek, like a monster inhaling before it decides what to destroy first. The V8 explosion blends with electric whine to create a sound no human should ever get used to. A sound that echoes through tunnels, rolls across highways, and hits the ground like distant artillery. The kind of sound that wakes something primal inside you. The kind of sound that makes the world step aside without argument. Now picture yourself speeding down an empty road. Night sky above, darkness swallowing everything except the demon you're piloting. You press the accelerator and everything snaps backward. The world stretches, time slows, vision tunnels. Your chest tightens from the sheer force. You're no longer participating in traffic, you're launching an attack. Corners become survival decisions. Straight roads become runways. Every second behind the wheel becomes a silent war between you, physics, and the machine that might respect you or might decide you're too weak to keep up. Then you pull up somewhere, anywhere, and the reaction is always the same. People don't stare because it's beautiful. They stare because something in their instincts, something ancient, something evolutionary tells them this is dangerous. Other supercars don't park next to it. They keep their distance like rookies avoiding the general shadow. Because the F80 doesn't share attention, it consumes it. It doesn't enter environments, it takes command of them. And even if you had $3 million lying around, it wouldn't matter. Ferrari doesn't sell this car to whoever wants it. They select, they approve, they authorize. You don't buy the F80, you get cleared to possess it, like a classified weapon system. Owning one doesn't mean you're wealthy, it means you're trusted with something the world isn't ready to control. So what is the 2026 Ferrari F80? It's Ferrari refusing to surrender to silence. It's the last great mechanical villain in a world drifting toward quiet electric obedience. It's a rolling declaration that danger still matters, excitement still matters, adrenaline still matters. This machine is not the future of driving, it's the final evolution of the hypercar species, the last monster, the final boss. This is not a car, it is a threat. A warning, a dark reminder that some machines are not built to be tamed. They're built to be feared. And once you hear its voice, once you feel its presence, once you see its silhouette against the night, you'll understand the truth. Some machines aren't meant to be controlled. They're meant to be obeyed.